Hello and welcome to Movement with Laurelle, hosted by Wild Wandering Creations. I'm Laurelle and I'm going to be leading you through this practice today. Today we are taking rest. So we're moving slowly, we are stretching the body. This is a perfect practice to do after a workout, perfect practice to do right before bed, releases any tightness, any tension, and helps you really release and let go. The only prop that you'll need today is your mat and a block. Highly recommend a block for this practice. It will just enhance it a little bit more. If you don't have a block, just find something that will give you a little bit of extra height. So a folded blanket, a pillow, anything at all that just will provide that little extra comfort, that little extra support. You can place it off to the side, make sure that it's accessible to you, and then we're going to slowly find our way into a child's pose position. So you can take those knees nice and wide, the big toes can touch, and you can start to shift those hips back behind you. And you're going to start to reach the arms forward, starting to let the forearms land, let the elbows land, and let the forehead find the earth. And I want you to really let the hips settle. Sometimes if child's pose is the first kind of movement that we're doing today, it can feel a little sticky, it can feel a little tight. So giving yourself that space to just remain open and start to settle and know that if it's tight and maybe doesn't feel super comfortable right now, just letting yourself experience it. And I want you to see if you can hold your present moment awareness here throughout the practice. Sometimes we are unfocused, distracted, and we live in a society that is easily distracted. So let's try to bring our focus inward, try to bring our focus to the here and now. Maybe if you have a cell phone close by or anything that feels distracting, maybe you turn it off, set it aside, let yourself just be here. Let yourself set this time aside just for you. And then maybe as you settle in your child's pose, you start to find a little shift of the forehead side to side, just feeling that connection to the earth. Maybe as the forehead moves, the hips move as well. Just starting to gently shift. Gently draw that awareness inward. And ease your way into stillness, and you can start to walk the hands over towards the left side of the mat. Let the head follow. Start to breathe into the right side body. And you can start to really sink the right hip down so that it meets the left. Find your breath here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly walk the hands through center, over towards that right side. Let the head follow, let everything land, sink into this side. Notice what feels similar, what feels different. And again, draw that left hip down. Let the arms land. Notice where you're holding, seeing if you can let it go. And then start to gently walk the hands back through center towards the top. Allow yourself to press into the hands, rise onto the hands and knees, walk the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread through the fingertips nice and wide, and I want you to start to drop through the belly, lift the heart. Start to round through the spine, tuck the chin in towards the chest. Do that a few more times. Drop through the belly, open the heart. Round through the spine, press everything away. A couple more deep breaths like this, seeing if you can move a little slower. Seeing if you can really exaggerate these movements. Start to notice all the points of the body that require your attention, may feel sore or tight, and then round into it. One more deep breath, just like that. And slowly start to find your way into that nice neutral spine. And then you're just going to start to slowly walk the knees back a little bit further behind you. And start to slide the body forward. So you're in a supported high plank. And you're just going to bend into the elbows, come all the way down towards the earth. Keep those toes untucked right away. Take the forearms down towards the earth, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms pressing into your mat, fingertips spread nice and wide. Coming into a Sphinx pose. Now, we have a habit here of crunching through the shoulders and bringing the shoulders away close to the ears. And what I want you to do is really press into it. Open up through the chest, open up through the heart, and press through the tops of the feet. Find a nice deep breath here. Notice where you're gripping, where you're holding, seeing if you can let that go. And then you're just going to slowly start to pull that left hand in towards that right hand, almost on a 45-degree angle. And then you're going to start to bend into the right knee, start to lean onto that left arm, reach the right hand back, and start to pull that heel in towards your seat. And start to bring your gaze over the right shoulder. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Gently release it. Let it go. Take the hands back down towards the earth. Angle that left hand back towards the top. Sphinx pose. When you feel ready, start to pull that right hand in towards the left. Keep the forearm grounded. Start to bend into that left knee. Lean into that right hand. Reach back with that left arm. Pull that heel in towards your seat. Find your breath here. 3. Gaze over that shoulder. 2. And 1. Release. Try not to slingshot it back. Take it all the way down. Hands come back underneath. Open up through the heart center. And then gently release the upper body. Stack the hands on top of each other. Let the forehead land on the back of the hands and just find a little shift in the hips, side to side. And maybe you eventually start to settle into some stillness. Letting the belly relax, letting the whole body sink into the shape. Notice where your awareness is. Is the mind starting to drift? Can you pull it back to the breath? When you're ready, lift the head away from the hands. Start to slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck through those toes. Press up into your tabletop position. And you're just going to press into the hands here. Really tuck through the toes and lift those hips up and back behind you. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. Maybe it's not. But maybe we just start to bend through one knee, bend through the other. Start to explore, start to notice how this is feeling. And then start to ease your way into some stillness. So really spreading through all 10 fingers. Maybe the heels start to draw a little closer to the earth. Maybe you still have a soft bend in the knees. Give that head a shake, no. Nod, yes. And then start to slowly walk the feet towards the top of the mat, just underneath the hands. Really ground down through the feet here. Hands find the shins halfway lift. Release the hands. Soft bend in the knees, root into the feet, rise to stand, reach the arms all the way up. Hands connect overhead, pull the hands towards your heart, Samastiti, holding here, strong mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands find shins, halfway lift. Release the hands, step that right foot back, gently release that back knee. Untuck the toes here, and I want you to just start to press into the front knee. Fingertips find the earth, and you're just going to start to bend a little deeper. Open up through the chest, and then slowly reach the arms up towards the sky, soften into those shoulders. When you're ready, interlace the hands, take them behind the head, let the back of the skull rest into the palms. Hugging the ribs in here, trying not to let the belly splay. And then start to slowly pull that right elbow towards that right side. Left elbow reaches towards the sky. And maybe you stay here, maybe you release that right hand towards the earth and start to reach the chest up towards the sky a little bit more. We're breathing here for 3. We're breathing here for 2. And 1. Slowly bring the hands back behind the head. Lean into it. And then reach the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, hands find the earth. Frame that front foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift up through the back knee. Step that right foot forward to meet the left. Hands find the shins here, halfway lift. Fold the body forward, root into the feet, rise, reach the arms all the way up. Hands connect overhead, pull them towards your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, soft bend in those knees. Hands find the shins, halfway lift. Release the hands, step that left foot back. Gently release that back knee, untuck the toes. Starting to really press the hands into the earth here again. Opening up the chest here, can you bend a little deeper? Can you lift the gaze? Draw the jawline back. And then when you feel ready, start to root into the feet, rise, reach the hands up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders, soften the fingers. Soften the muscles of the face. Start to interlace the hands the opposite way, the more uncomfortable way, not the natural way, and allowing the head to rest in the back of the palms. Keep bending into that front knee, seeing if you can maybe lean back a little, open up through the heart. And then maybe you start to pull that left elbow towards the left side, right elbow towards the sky. And then start to release that left hand down. Open up through the chest here. Bring the gaze up towards the sky. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Slowly come back through center. Interlace the hands again. Start to lean back into it. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Release the hands. Frame that front foot. You're going to tuck through the back toes. Lift up through the back knee. And step that left foot forward to meet the right. Keep a soft bend in the knees here. Keep the head heavy, fold forward, interlace the hands behind the head, pull everything in, and allow the weight of the hands to allow the head to fall a little bit heavier. Elbows start to hug in. Keep that soft bend in the knees, fold into it. Allow the head to release. Muscles of the face relax, release tension in the jaw. We're here for 5. We're here for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Gently release the hands. Hands find the shins, halfway lift. Release the hands, root into the feet, rise to stand, reach the arms all the way up. Gently release the hands, find a nice, strong mountain pose. Hands on either side of the body, and again, start to notice this shape. So start to really root into the feet evenly. Soft bend in the knees here. Navel's hugging in towards the spine, not to the point of strain, but just to the point of activation. We're activating the whole body here. Standing nice and tall. Soften where you can soften. Create space where you can create space. And draw your awareness to the breath. Full inhale. Full exhale. 1 more full breath here. Let it go. And start to really root into the feet here. You're going to reach the arms up towards the sky. Going to interlace the hands, just release that pointer finger up. Going to root into the feet here, soft bend in the knees, and you're going to start to take the arms over towards that right side. Find a nice side body stretch. Open up through the left side. And then slowly take it back through center. And pull it over towards the left. Really lean into it. Make sure that those ribs are hugging in. Come back through center. Let's do it one more time each side. Over towards the right. Back through center. Over towards the left. Take it all the way back through center. Stand nice and tall and then release the hands on either side of the body. Palms face up towards the sky. Those palms are reaching for energy. And then release the hands. Take them back up towards the sky. Interlace the palms this time. Press the palms up towards the sky. Open up through the chest. Exhale here, round through the spine. Press the arms away. Soft bend in those knees. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Reach up, little baby back bend. Exhale to round. Press it away. One more just like that. Reach up. And then round. And then I want you to press the palms up towards the sky, and I want you to hold here. And then I want you to start to take the body over towards the left side. And then I want you to come all the way forward. Find a nice big circle. Come up through the right side. One more time, just like that. Pull it towards the left. Little circle with the body. Come forward. Let's move in the other direction. Take it towards the right. Let the upper body fall forward. Big circle. One more, just like that. Slide to the right. Open up. This time as you come up, release the hands. Open up through the chest. And then exhale, fold forward. Soft bend in the knees here. Fingertips graze the earth. Hands find the shins, halfway lift. Release the hands, and I want you to step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. High plank. Lower the knees. Take them nice and wide. Big toes touch. Shift back into child's pose. Let that forehead land. Let the arms get heavy. Let the hips get heavy. And here, in your second child's pose of your practice, I want you to start to notice how this shape feels compared to the start. Is there a little bit more space in the hips? Are you able to sink just a little bit further? Are you able to find comfort a little bit earlier? Offer yourself a few deep breaths here. And then slowly, when you feel ready, start to press into the earth. You're going to rise back onto the hands and knees. And you're just going to shift the feet to one side and start to swing those legs forward in front of you. You're going to bring the soles of the feet towards the earth here. And you're just going to take a peek behind you. Make sure that there's enough room for you to roll back. And you're also going to make sure that your block or whatever support you've chosen is close enough to you that you don't have to move the body to grab it. So really ground down through the soles of the feet. Reach the arms forward in front of you. And then you're going to start to slowly roll onto the spine. Take your time here. Little bit of core activation. You're going to reach that point where you just want the whole body to collapse. Seeing if you can activate the muscles in the body. Engage. And allow yourself to slowly roll onto the spine. As you arrive, hug those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze, a gentle rock side to side. Offer yourself that gentle support. And then when you feel ready, start to bring the soles of the feet towards the earth. Knees bent, constructive rest. And you're just going to reach for that block, that support. And you can use the hands here to gently press the hips up, press into the heels, and you're going to slide that block underneath the hips. So this is the nice supported bridge. And allow the hips to get heavy. Allow the arms to fall alongside the body. Any pinching or discomfort in the low back, just adjust the body. Find that sweet spot that allows you to rest. And then the arms here can stay alongside the body, and you can stay in this shape with the soles of the feet grounded. Or you can start to lift the legs up towards the sky for our waterfall pose. This is one of my favorite shapes to allow the feet to come over the head. And what you can do here is you can start to just find stillness, let the feet just dangle over the head. Or you can start to find a little movement in the legs. So maybe you take them out wide, pull them back together. Maybe you bend one knee, and maybe you bend the other. Maybe you roll out through the ankles, just finding any movement that feels good for you. Again, just starting to get curious, starting to let go. Give yourself that space to explore. We're here for a few more deep breaths. Close the eyes, just notice where the legs want to go. Do they want to move? Do they want to hold stillness? I think maybe you wiggle through the toes. We're here for a few more deep breaths. Let it go, let yourself explore. And then eventually start to allow the legs to find some stillness. Find a soft bend in the knees, breathe some space into the toes. And then one by one, you can allow the soles of the feet to find the mat. Soles of the feet ground down. And the arms can stay here alongside the body, or you can start to reach them overhead. Allowing yourself to rest for a moment in your supported bridge. The shoulders get heavy, the head gets heavy. Start to notice how this feels. Notice if there's any tension that you can let fall away. Notice as you hold stillness if the mind is starting to wander. Can you pull it back? Offer yourself 5 deep breaths here. Two more. Last deep breath. And then if the arms are overhead, gently pull them alongside the body, using the hands, using the feet for support. Lift the hips, slide that support off to the side. And begin to pull the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Give yourself a gentle rock, side to side. When you're ready, interlace your hands around that right knee. Gently extend the left leg nice and long. With your right hand, pull the right knee out towards the side. Open up through the hip. And then pull it back through center. Switch the grip. Let that left hand grab the right knee. Let it pull it over towards the side for your supine twist. That right hand comes out towards the side. Your gaze follows. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Breathe for 1. Slowly come back through center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself that squeeze, that gentle rock. And then interlace the hands around that left knee. Extend the right leg nice and long. Left hand, left knee, pull it out towards the side. Open up through the hip. And then take it back through center, switch the grip. Right hand pulls the left knee across the body. Left hand comes out nice and wide in that T shape. Shoulders stay grounded as you let the gaze fall away from the knee. 3 deep breaths here. Slowly pull everything back through center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. This time lift the head, lift the neck, draw the nose towards the knees. Hug everything in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then gently release. Extend the legs. Extend the arms. Allow yourself to settle in your final shape of Shavasana. Adjust the shoulders. Make sure that the shoulders are underneath the back. Let the head rest gently on the earth. Maybe you just give it a gentle rock side to side. And wiggle through the fingers, wiggle through the toes. And start to offer yourself a quick body scan from the crown of the head to the fingers and the toes. From the toes to the fingers to the crown. Allow yourself to rest for just a moment in Shavasana. We're not here long. Offer yourself a few deep breaths. Notice how it feels to simply be, to simply do nothing, to hold stillness. You are more than welcome to stay here as long as it feels good. If you'd like to rest a little longer in Shavasana, just press pause. And if you're ready to move, bring some movement to the fingers. Bring some movement to the toes. And start to bring the soles of the feet towards the earth, knees bent. Gently ease your way onto one side of the body and allow yourself to pause, to check in. How are you feeling? Begin to press that right hand into the earth. Slowly begin to rise up onto a seat. Root through the sits bones. Sit up nice and tall. See if you can move gently, move with intention, and soften. Keep that easefulness. Relax the shoulders down the back. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. With gratitude for our practice, with gratitude for our community. Thank you so much for holding space with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope this brought a little bit of easefulness, a little bit of rest into your day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you next week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moving. Thank you for breathing.